Well, good afternoon, guys, and welcome to the vlog. Today we're revamping our 20 questions game that we actually started in the fall of 2017, before Shelby got sick and all that. But it's really fun, and we're introducing John and Laura today. They're a couple full-timers. And tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Well, we've been in the RV for 2.5 years, on the road for 2, and we've been running a YouTube channel for 2 years. Just went through the RV Nomads movie earlier this year, and I'm writing a book, finishing that up. So busy year.
Busy people.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's jump into this game. Okay, so here's the deal. We have a generic deck of blank cards from Crabs Adjust Humidity, and they are loaded with all kinds of questions.
Can I just see that real quick?
No. You're fired.
Okay, there's your first question.
Mac or PC? Oh, this is one of our favorite questions.
Yeah, so I prefer Mac.
We're a divided household.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
She prefers Mac. I prefer PC for the ability that, I can build a computer, swap out parts when I need to, upgrade it when needed to, but Mac has better video editing software. And
not as proprietary either.
Yeah.
So one important note about Mac, I'm the editor. So I have to use the tools that work for me, and my cell phone is an Apple, which I switched over to recently, and that talks with the computer, so I have to go Mac.
They have a lot better working relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next up.
Number 2.
Favorite travel food indulgence?
My favorite travel food indulgence is KC Joe's KC. I can't even say it right. But you can order it all over the country, and it's brisket, and it's super lean, and then they give you the reheating instructions that bring it back to how the restaurant actually made it. So being from Kansas City, barbecue.
Nice.
That's my favorite.
So my favorite food would be whatever the local thing is. So if we go to Washington, I like getting salmon. If we go to the Midwest, I like getting beef. We are in the South, I want to get shrimp.
Okay. I like it.
They do best. That's smart.
That's a good philosophy.
Number 3.
Pick one RV club to join.
Escapers. I think that's my favorite so far.
Yeah, FMCA is, now that they allow trailers, but they're still very focused towards motorhomes. I think escapees and escapers would be the best for us.
We just like interacting with all the people. Like, even if we don't go to the convergences, we talk to a lot of them online, and it's just fun. It's like having a bunch of travel buddies.
Yep.
Up next.
Number 1 piece of advice for a new RV YouTuber.
Oh boy.
Start practicing today. Don't wait. Get those bad videos out of the way. Learn your lessons from them, and then you can move on to filming better videos.
I would say plan everything. So don't film everything thinking that you're going to use it. Plan your shots and take the time to just sit down and write out what you want to do and what you want to accomplish, and then film it. Because it'll save you so much headache.
Next.
Buy a new or used RV.
Well, we bought a new, and we all saw what happened with that one. I don't think we'd ever buy a new RV again, and I would rather reno an older RV than purchase a new one and then paint it and make it our own. So, used.
Yeah, well, used with hiring an inspector to make sure that you're not buying a lemon.
Yeah.
Who are you? I'm John.
Tell us about yourself, John.
John is a disabled infantry vet, medically retired. Spent a couple of years trying the whole suburbia thing, and went through college and earned a degree, and it just wasn't working. So John decided he would rather travel and live on the road and go see and do fun stuff.
I was an emergency technician for 6 years at a big animal hospital in Kansas City, and then when we hit the road, it was mostly because of the hours and schedules, but really enjoyed it. Love taking care of pets. Love sharing that information with people that I meet. It's just a cool career to have. Loved it.
Great answers.
Favorite destination? Well, I think we're here.
Favorite destination would definitely be Florida. We are water people.
Yep.
Love the ocean, love the beach.
Yep.
Pretty much anywhere that combination occurs.
And that's a shared.
Yes.
Oh, and above freezing.
Yes.
Above freezing. Okay. Here comes number 8.
Favorite RV gadget?
Ooh,
There's
so many.
What's made our lives the easiest?
I don't know that I have an RV gadget that's my favorite.
Air fryer's not specifically an RV gadget.
Probably the MORride step, so I don't have to lift Bullet up the stairs every day.
Yeah.
It's kind of a gadget.
I guess my favorite would be less of a gadget, more of a system, and that would be the solar we put in.
Yeah.
That has made life just night and day different.
That's definitely changed our reality.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
Scariest situation in the RV. Well, that'd be the blizzard day, wouldn't it? Driving for 6-7 hours on snow-covered roads with no place to stop, turn around, and no cell service.
That was the scariest driving, but I think the scariest moment for me was actually our first 2 months in the RV. We left to go pick up my brand new bicycle, and we came back to the propane alarms going off. We had hit the oven knob before we left, and it had continued to fill the rig with propane.
Just like bumped it on.
And set the alarm off. The dogs were in there, the cat was in there.
No.
We didn't know what to do, so we opened up all the fans. And then we got online later, which you should never do. And we looked up what you're supposed to do when you have a propane issue, and you're not supposed to use electronic fans.
No. But yeah, the whole rig was full of propane. You could smell it in the air. And, and Kimber had peed on the bed. She was so scared from the alarm going off for hours.
Yeah.
We just felt terrible for him, but
That was definitely my scariest moment.
But you know, this game also humanizes this stuff happens to everybody.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
don't
Oh,
be
yeah.
ashamed if stuff like this happens to you if you're the viewer right now.
Oh, for sure.
so now we leave the knobs off the oven.
Yeah, we
We
do.
just put them in the drawer.
This video is not sponsored by Crabs Adjust Humidity.
Favorite RV state? Would that be for domicile or just to travel to?
Whatever you
your
interpret.
choice.
Okay.
You said
Colorado.
Florida already, but
I think Colorado might be the best for RVing in general because there's a lot of boondocking opportunities. So it's easy to travel for free. There's a lot of really cool stuff to go do and see there.
Gorgeous boondocking opportunities.
Yep. And the cost of living there is very cheap as far as fuel and groceries versus a lot of other places.
I will say though, we've only been to like 22 states, so that will probably change.
yep,
Yeah.
it will.
Motivation for RVing.
Our biggest motivation for getting on the road and leaving everything behind was our
Our lives
jobs.
sucked.
Yeah. Our schedules were terrible. We never saw each other. Our marriage was failing because of it, and we were fighting all the time. And then we got into the RV, which it
Well,
doesn't
That generally
fix
isn't a
everything.
good way to
Laura,
enter.
That's a
tiny
terrible
living.
way.
Now hold on, you said
But-
fighting all the time, but we only saw each other for 2 afternoons a week. We couldn't
Right.
fight all the time.
They were scheduled fights.
Thursday night fight night.
Let's
But
get ready to rumble.
it was kind of one of those things that like you want to do something as a last ditch effort just to see if it'll work, and so we
Right.
put ourselves in a tiny box with no familiar surroundings, and it worked.
We had a conversation of, well, if we're seriously thinking about divorce, why not try this beforehand? Because
At least to be funny.
What's
If
the
it
worst
doesn't-
that happens? We get divorced.
yes,
Right?
exactly. That was the mentality. The best thing is we switch our lives up and it ends up being awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, it's upside down.
How did you meet?
Oh, go ahead and tell. It's a love story of the century.
So early in 2011, John and I decided to meet on Plenty of Fish, the
.com.
super scandalous internet website dating
Is that like
service.
the Tinder back then?
No, it's
Oh, yeah.
it's like
Oh yeah.
It was super skanky. There were tons of people you don't want to meet, you don't want to date, and John was about the only normal looking
it
dude
was the
on there.
free version of eHarmony.
Yeah.
So you can imagine
Poor broke college student.
Kind of like
Poor
Craigslist
broke
casual
veteran.
encounters.
a step
Pretty
above
much.
that.
One step above.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I applaud you for admitting that, guys.
Love story of the century.
Lucky number 13.
Okay. What is your RV? What is your dream RV?
Cornerstone Integra. Integra Cornerstone. I forget which one is which. Yeah. Big bus.
Yes, that would be the dream.
Is it a motorhome?
Yes.
It's a
Okay, so
motorhome.
it's an actual bus.
Gigantic bus.
Yeah. Giant
Although it's not
diesel
going to fit in
pusher.
any park, so.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think the in between would be like a DRV full house toy hauler fifth wheel, and because that's a lot more attainable.
yeah.
It's more like 120 grand instead of $1 million.
For a trailer, that is a lot of money.
Yes.
It is. It's a high end trailer.
Yeah, definitely.
But we'd have to buy used.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Hookers? Oh, hookups.
Well, no, I know we had a question about hookups before, guys.
These are different.
This is different hookups.
Full hookups or boondocking?
Boondocking.
We prefer boondocking
Oh, yeah.
any day of the week because, first off, it's free. And second, we get space and even more freedom over what typical RVing allows.
Yeah, but my favorite part is at night. Everything is so quiet, and like if the sky is clear, there's just stars everywhere. I'm one of those people who wakes with the sun and falls asleep when the sun goes down. So it's perfect for me.
Yep. Who would play you in a movie?
Play me.
Funny you should ask. I think we played
Have you put thought
ourselves.
into this?
I think we played ourselves.
No, I think I would want Kathy
defeats the
Bates
question.
to do me. I just like her sense of humor.
Who would play me in a movie? Who's the guy from The Office that did Jack Ryan?
John Krasinski.
I don't think you'd be John Krasinski. You could pull off Bradley Cooper.
Mark
I think.
Wahlberg.
Yeah, okay. You could go, hey girl. All right.
Wait, do the camera stare for Jim.
And on that note, there's another card.
How do you make a living?
We actually have a YouTube channel that is most of our income and his retirement from the military.
Yep.
And then Patreon is something new that we're trying out, and
Amazon affiliates and just, a couple other just small things.
yep.
Risk taker versus voice of reason. Well, she's the voice of reason. I'm the risk
Yeah.
taker.
Okay.
Definitely.
Name the
Because-
circumstance.
Without me, we wouldn't have any fun.
John, let me out of the truck so that I can make sure you don't hit a tree or a gate or a bush or a fence.
Haven't hit anything yet.
Yeah, that's about how it goes.
That's because she's there to watch out.
How has RV travel changed you? Well, when we started RVing, I was a very angry, very tightly wound person, and a lot, to deal with the PTSD. And after a couple of years of RVing and having time for myself, having time with her, and being able to get away from the rat race of work, rent, sleep, I actually started to relax and enjoy life again. It's been a very long time since I've done that.
Mine's a little bit different because I was one of those bubbly, positive, annoying people without coffee. And then as the marriage and all of the scheduling conflicts and everything and all the fighting, I started to lose that part of myself. And once we started RVing, it became easier and easier to get back to that part of me, which that's who makes me me. So I got me back.
This is number 19.
Number 19.
How do you often shower?
How often do we shower?
Oh, how often do we shower?
Yes. Well, I'd say, considering we said we prefer boondocking, because obviously if we're hooked up, we're going to shower every day. Boondocking.
Well, that's not obvious, though.
Oh, yeah, to us it is. If we're hooked up, we're showering usually every day. If we're not hooked up, it depends on how we're feeling and smelling.
Even while boondocking, I shower every day, but I don't wash my hair every day. And especially, I get out there and sweat and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and I can't stand going to bed feeling sticky.
Oh, yeah, if I'm sticking to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have a 65-gallon water bag and a transfer pump, and I'll just bring water to the RV when we're boondocking. And, we take extremely short boondocking showers, but we'll still usually shower daily.
If we can't, we use Epic wipes, too.
Yeah, we're even just a washcloth wipe down.
Yeah.
Nice. To conclude the game of 20 questions, there's the 20th card.
Number 20! Why is your RV best for you? It's not.
Because we could afford it.
That is an acceptable answer.
This RV is the best for us because it fit our criteria and we were able to get a loan on it. So
And it fit
sold.
the dogs. Basically, the criteria was, can Bullet stretch out in the living room as he ages and not have to worry about his joints and all that? And
Yeah, we wanted a space big enough for 110-pound lab that's almost 6 feet long when he stretches out.
Yep.
And we can relate. Dogs are a big priority in our lives.
Yep.
Okay, well, close this video out with the obligatory subscribe to my channel, your channel, and all that good stuff.
Thank you all for watching today. If you haven't subscribed to their channel or ours, ours would be Hebard's Travels, please do so. Hit that thumbs up and drop a comment. We'd love to hear what you have to say about our interview. And we'll see you next time.
All right,
Bye, guys.
Great job. Thank you.
Thanks.